Hey guys, Namaste, welcome to Naked Moment. I am Swami Brahmanada Saraswati, your friend, your happiness coach here at Naked Moment. And today I want to share with you something that I learned when I was growing up here in Himalayas with my masters that really helped me in my life. I had some questions when I was growing up, and the questions were, well, it was more like a wish I had. I was thinking, wow, that would be really cool if I knew the right time to begin everything, if I knew all the right people, the people whom to listen to, the people whom to avoid, and also if I knew all the right things to do in life. That would be so amazing. Then there will be no chance of unhappiness or failure in life. So I went to my master with the big idea. I said, hey, master, I'm wondering, is there a secret way to figure out the right time to do things and somehow to figure out who are the right people that I should engage with and who are the people I should avoid, and what are the things that I should be doing in life? My master, he started laughing. He said, you know what, Swami, I have something to tell you about this. I have a story for you, and actually the story is about a king who thought just like you. And I was like, whoa, okay, so there was a king who thought like me? Great, tell me the story. And I'm sure you have imagined in your life many times that only if you knew the right time to begin things in your life, only if you knew all the right people or all the right things to do in life, then how great your life will be. Well, this story helped me, and hopefully this will help you too. So a long time ago, there was a king, and he was just thinking one day, and you know kings and when they think. So he was thinking that, wow, this would be great if I knew the right time to begin everything, and I knew all the right people, and I knew all the time what to do. I mean, then nothing will ever be a failure in my life. Anything I'll undertake will be a success. So he had this idea, and he was a king, so he had resources. So he announced to his whole kingdom that, guys, anybody who can tell me the secret to these three questions, I will give them a huge reward. So all the wise people from kingdom, different part of the kingdom, they came to his court and they started talking to him. And people have all kind of ideas. So some people were telling him, well, master, for you to figure out what is the right thing to do in life, you must make up a calendar and plan everything, and then you will know all the right times to begin this stuff. And some people were saying, well, you must consult astrologers and you must learn the holy science of the sacred geometry and everything, and then you will know that what will be the right time to begin things. And some people were saying, well, maybe you should hire a group of wise men as your counsel, and then they will let you know what is the right time to begin things. And then they had similar answers for what are the right people. They say, well, to know the right people, you must go out and meet all the people and think about them and then come to a decision. And some people were saying, well, you can hire people who will go out for you, survey people, and then they will let you know who are the right people for you to engage. And some were saying, well, there's really no way to know because you cannot know a person's heart or what their true worth is unless you engage with them. So maybe you should go learn from magicians. And they had similar ideas about what will be the right thing to do in life. They told the king that, well, if you learn the art of warfare, that's the best thing. And some were saying, no, warfare is okay, but he needs to learn diplomacy. And some were saying, no, all that is material. He needs to learn worship and prayers and engage in the spiritual acts all the time. And the king was super confused. He was like, you know what, guys, I have had enough. Nobody's getting a reward. Get out of my court. And he expelled everybody from the court. But he was still thinking that, wow, wouldn't that be nice if I knew that what will be the right time to begin everything in life? What will be the right people to engage with? And what will be the right thing to do in life? And he was thinking and he was thinking, and his minister told him that, sir, I know of a person. It's a hermit that lives 100 miles down south. And I've heard that he doesn't meet special people or rich people, but all the commoners, they tell me that he's a great man and very wise, and maybe he has the answer. So king said, all right, let's go. So he took up a party of his ministers and bodyguards on the horses, and he reached to the area. And of course, because he was hesitant that, well, this hermit only sees common people, so he changed his dress to a common person's clothes and left his bodyguards and horses far away, and then walked to hermit's hut. And as he walks into the hermit's area, into his hermitage, he sees that hermit is just this big old guy, and kind of weak, and he's digging his ground, the ground in front of his hut. Now, king looks like, what is he doing? So he goes there and he realizes that, well, this guy is trying to make a bed for his gardens. So king greets him, and the old man, he stops and greets king. And then he goes back to digging. And the king says, sir, I have come to you with great hopes, because people told me you're a wise man, and you have answered to all great questions in the life, and I have 3 questions to ask. And the man, he kept digging. He didn't pay much attention to king, and king said, well, it's awkward, but I'll go ahead and ask anyway. So he asked him that, sir, can you tell me if there's a secret to knowing what is the right time to begin everything? If there's a secret to discern what are the right people to know and engage with, and who are the people I should avoid, and if there's a way to figure out what are the most important things I should be doing in my life. And the hermit, he looked to him, he smiled, and then he just went back to his digging. And the king was like, okay, I guess this is weird, but, well, I have heard hermits are weird. So he just stood there, and he saw that the hermit was an old man. He's digging with the spade, and every time he digs, he's just breathing heavily and a rest in between. So king decides, well, I might as well help this old guy. He's not giving me any answer, but I'm here. So he tells the hermit that, sir, you get aside. You've been working quite a while. Let me go ahead and dig, and you can rest. The hermit said, okay, no problem. He gave the spade to king, and he sat down under his hut. And the king started digging, and he's digging, and hours pass by. King stops, and he's like, sir, so I have dug enough. I think this would be okay. Now can you tell me the answer? And the hermit says, okay, yeah, you did very well. Now give me the spade. You rest. I'll dig. And the king's like, no. I'll dig. No problem. I'll dig more. So he refuses to give the spade to the old man and starts digging again. Now, as king is digging more and more, he's festering inside. He's like, what a crazy old man. He wouldn't even entertain my questions. But anyway, he's too old and he needs help, so I'll just keep digging. This is a good thing to do. So he kept digging and digging. And a whole day passed like this, and sun was about to set. And at that point, the king was like, enough is enough. I have dug this whole place for him, and now I should leave. So he stops. He's like, old man, listen, I'll ask one more time because it's time for me to leave. Can you tell me the answer to my questions if you have anything to say about these things? And the hermit says, oh, look, somebody's coming to our hut. And the king turned around and he saw that there was a bearded man. He's coming, running towards them, and he's holding his stomach, and this blood is spilling out of his gut. So the king runs to this wounded man, and the old man also runs there, and this guy falls down, faints on the ground, and all the blood is coming out. The king, he was a good healer, so he knew how to tend for wounds. So he asked the old man to bring a towel, some water, and he started tending this man, bandaged his wound, and finally the blood stopped coming out. And this wounded man gained some little life in him. So he opened his eye, looked at the king, he said, can I have something to drink? So hermit brought some fresh water. They gave that man to drink, and at this time it was night. The sun was set and it was dark outside. So king decided to bring this man, the wounded man, into the hut. They lay him down on a bed, and the king was so tired after digging all day, he also fell asleep in the hut. And the hermit also went to sleep. And they all have worked hard. So they slept very soundly, and before they knew it was morning, and king woke up, and he looks up, and this wounded man on the bed, he's staring towards the king. King looked at him, and king was curious to why this strange man is looking so intently at me. And this wounded man, he looks at king, he says, "Sir, please forgive me." And the king said, "Well, I don't even know who you are, and I have nothing to forgive you for." And this wounded man said, "Well, you don't know me maybe who I am, but I'm your enemy. You killed my brother a long time ago and took over his property, his kingdom. So I swore revenge on you, and I was hiding in the jungle to kill you because I heard that you were coming to see the hermit and you were going to come alone. So I was hiding there, and I hid there all day, and it was about to be sunset, and I lost my patience. I thought, you're not coming, so maybe I'll come to the hermitage and I'll kill you. So I came out of the bushes, and your bodyguard saw me, and they wounded me. And somehow I escaped them and ran, and I ran into you, and I wanted to kill you, but I was so wounded I couldn't do anything. And the irony is that I wanted to take your life, and you saved my life without even knowing who I was. And I feel very ashamed of my anger towards you. So please forgive me. You have given me a new life. I owe it to you. And if you want, I can be your slave for the rest of my life. And I'll ask my sons to do the same. And the king said, no. There's nothing to worry about. I'm glad that you have forgiven me. I will make sure that you get your property back. I'll send my bodyguards and physicians to take care of you. And it was very good feeling both people had. And then king said, I should get going now. So king comes out of the hut. And king was very happy. He was like, wow, that was a very easy way to make peace with an enemy. I mean, this guy could have killed me any time. He could have ambushed me and hurt me. And so he was feeling very good about his visit to the hermitage. But then he looks at hermit outside the hut, and he's just planting his seeds into those garden beds. And he says, well, maybe I'll try one more time. I'll ask this hermit that maybe he will give me the answer to my questions. So he goes to the hermit and says, well, sir, can you please give me an answer to my questions? I pray to you. I spent all day yesterday here digging for you. I spent all night here. It has been quite a journey, but I'll really be grateful if I can get some closer to my questions. And the hermit started laughing. He's like, King, you have already gotten your answers. And king said, what do you mean I have already gotten my answers? You didn't tell me anything. The hermit said, well, you see, yesterday you came to me and you pitied me and you started digging these garden beds for me. And what do you think? What was the right time to do that? And the king said, what do you mean? He said, well, you could have left me and you could have gone on your way and be ambushed by this guy who wanted to kill you, and maybe would have gotten hurt or even killed in the process. And you would have regretted leaving me, but you didn't go. So in that moment, that was the right time for you to start digging these gardens. And I was the most important man for you at that time. And the most important thing for you to do was to dig these gardens, to help me, to be kind to me. Now in the evening, this wounded man came, and what happened? You started tending to him. You saved his life. So at that time, that was the right time to start tending, start caring for this wounded man. And he was the most important man in that moment for you. And the most important thing was to tend to this man, to help this man. So he said, King, listen, the most important time, the right time to begin everything, to begin anything in life, to do anything in life, is the present moment, is now. There's no better time than now to begin things in life. And there's no better person, there's no more important person in your life than the person whom you are with in that present moment. And there's nothing better to do in life than to love and live your purpose and add value to your life and other person's life in that present moment. So my master told me this story a long time ago, and this helped me understand that what is the right time to do things in my life. What are the right people in my life, and what is the important thing in my life? See, since then, I took every present moment as a great opportunity to live my purpose in life. Then I stopped waiting for a right time that was to come tomorrow or some other day, or a time that I was regretting because it already passed. Because I realized that present moment is the moment when I have power over time. Present moment is the moment when I can do anything. I can't do anything in the past. I cannot do anything in the future. So this is the moment. So I want to tell you too that stop waiting and start living your life. Live your purpose every moment, because every moment is precious and every moment is the right moment for you to live your purpose, to follow your heart. And the most important people in your life are the people you are with, you are close to. So treat them as $1 million person in your life, as the person who is most important in the world, because those are the people that you can directly make a difference in their life. And the interesting thing is that when you try to add value to other people's life, you'll find it ends up benefiting you equally and many times manifolds. And every moment we should try to love, we should try to serve, we should try to give, because that is why we are born on this planet. We are born on this planet as human beings, not only to be selfish and limit ourselves to our own needs. I think the greater fulfillment in life, the greater purpose in life is discovered when you start to think that how can you serve others? How can you love others? And you'll find the more you try to serve others and love others, more fulfillment you'll find in your own heart, more love you will discover in your own heart. So I want to encourage you to bring your attention to this present moment, to recognize this present moment and realize that this present moment is the most important time for you to live your purpose. And life is nothing but a series of present moments. There's no future, there's no past. It's just one moment and then another moment, one present moment and another present moment. So in each of those present moments, it is possible for you to live your purpose. And only in these present moments it is possible for us to live our purpose. We can't live in the past. We cannot do anything in the future. So go ahead and seize the present moment. Take this opportunity and live out your purpose. Follow your heart. And the people in your life that are with you, go ahead, love them. Go ahead, share your gifts with them, and you'll find that your heart and your life will start to overflow with success and happiness. So go ahead and live your purpose. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Meanwhile, go ahead, don't forget to subscribe, and please share this video if you enjoyed it with your friends and families. Namaste.